find the story in the UK. From the Tao Te Ching to the 4 books to the 3 rights. Hi, my name is Elizabeth Perry. My Chinese name is Xie Pei Li. I'm a Year 7 student at St. Helens and St. Catherine's. My name blends my Chinese family name, Xie, and my English family name, Perry, symbolizing my family's hopes I will be a bridge between the 2 cultures. This is my auntie, Anne Perry, with her favorite book, The Tao Te Ching, translated by Stephen Mitchell.
Hi.
Not long after my mum arrived in the UK, my auntie visited her with her treasured copy of the Tao Te Ching. My mum, an outstanding graduate of the Chinese Language and Literature Department, was shocked to realize that she had never read the full text of the Tao Te Ching before, let alone the English version. She was deeply ashamed and profoundly shaken. What was even more frustrating was that although she understood its ideas, she did not know how to express them in English. Determined not to let history repeat itself, my mother invited my auntie to teach me the English version of the Tao Te Ching, while she taught me the Chinese version when I was 5 years old. We read a few chapters at a time, carefully going through every word and its meanings. When we reached chapter 44, we decided to stop, saying the rest should be left for me to explore on my own when I grow up, to preserve the joy of discovery. This experience led my mother to deeply reflect on how one can truly learn Chinese culture. She began teaching me and the other children in our neighborhood in learning the Confucian classics, starting with the 4 books. She also actively sought out teachers and scholars to further her studies. This jar of candy is from her first trip back to China when I was 4 years old, under a renowned Tao Te Ching scholar. She prepared 1 candy for each day she was away. Later, we visited the Oxford University China Centre Library to explore the different editions of the 4 books. Eventually, we even performed skits based on the 4 books at the Oxford Spring Festival Gala, with my dad and Auntie Anne as our biggest supporters. Later, we were even invited to visit the first rare Chinese 4 books, collected by the Oxford Bodleian Library 400 years ago when it was founded. Now, about my name, Xie Pei Li. Does that mean I have no name of my own? Don't worry, when I was little I couldn't pronounce Lizzie, so I call myself Cici. My mum showed me lots of words in the Chinese dictionary pronounced Xi and let me choose my favourite. She wished for my name to reflect prosperity or radiance, but I stubbornly insisted on Xi, which means sunset, and refused to change my mind. My mother had no choice but to console herself with the wisdom of the Tao Te Ching. After the sunset and the long dark night, the longest lasting light will eventually come. Still, she wasn't completely satisfied. She turned to her beloved Chinese ancient dictionary, hoping that Xi might carry a deeper meaning. This search led us on an unexpected journey of discovering our cultural identity. We learned that the phrase 秋木西月 referred to an ancient Chinese tradition of moon worship on the mid-autumn night of the Xiashanzhou dynasties, which dated back over 3,000 years, which later my mum found recorded in the Confucian 3 rights of these 3 dynasties. My mother fondly recalled her childhood memories of worshipping the moon, playing floral basket fireworks, honouring ancestors, gathering round the stove for the spring festival. My mum has been thanking me ever since. She said that because of my stubbornness, we have discovered something we can proudly share with over 10 million people in her hometown. who still worship the moon on the night of the Mid-Autumn Festival, even today, yet not knowing its glorious origin. Inspired by this, we began studying the 3 rites. This journey eventually led us to organize the first Confucian coming-of-age ceremony, based on the 3 rites for Chinese youth in the Ashmolean Museum of the Oxford University, the first public museum in the English-speaking world. The director and fellow scholar personally placed the ceremonial hats and hairpins on the young participants. I was honoured to serve as an attendant carrying ceremonial trays, and I eagerly look forward to my own coming-of-age ceremony in the future. Since my generational name is Ping, peace, my full bestowed name is Xiping, the worshipping of world peace. I hope that the world will continue to grow in harmony, where cultures coexist beautifully, and where true peace is realised. Now please enjoy a reading of the Tao Te Ching by Auntie Anne and me. May our China story in the UK continue to unfold in new and meaningful ways.
The Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao.
The name that can be named is not the eternal name.
The unnameable is the eternally real.
Naming is the origin of all particular things.
Freed from desire, you realise the mystery.
Caught in desire, you only see the manifestations.
But mystery and manifestations arise from the same source.
This source is called darkness.
Darkness, into darkness.
The gateway to all understanding.